My name is Michael Lockridge. I'm your average American entrepreneur, small business owner, and I have a company right now that trains entrepreneurs how to become successful in their ventures. I have a heavy focus in personal development as well as in real estate investments. The reason that I created myfreeak.com, quite frankly, is because I was pissed. I still am pissed about the bailouts for AIG, for Chrysler, for GM, for Bank of America, for Citigroup, for all these major corporations who got greedy and did stupid things. And now, myself and my kids, should I ever have any, are going to be responsible for paying back this huge international debt we've taken on to bail out people who should have been out of business in the first place. That's why I did this. I kept asking myself, I'm in the training business. What can I do to show the average American entrepreneur, average American citizen, how to benefit directly from these bailouts? Because it's got to be about more than just the big major multinational companies. It's got to be about us, somewhere in that 700 and something billion dollar bill. Somewhere in those bills there has to be money for people like us. What I found was that there was money, but just for first-time home buyers. That's the only thing I've really found that's easy to take advantage of, that really fits the average person in a direct way. And what I'm looking to do with it, I'm not making much money on this process, and I'm certainly making no money from any of the clients of My Free 8K. What I am making is hopefully a long-term relationship. Beginning a long-term relationship with the people who come through the program, who then afterwards will look at myself, look at anything I'm doing, the companies I'm with, and say, look, this is a guy who took care of me back in 2009. I believe in him, I know him, I trust him, and history will speak for itself at that point. And because he took such great care of me in 2009, now that we're in 2010, 2011, he's bringing me something new, I should at least look into it and give it a moment's pause and decide whether or not truthfully it could be a fit for my family. If so, maybe then you'll buy something from me that will ultimately affect my bottom line in a great way. And at least then you'll have a better financial ground from which you're making decisions. So my chances of selling you something are better long down the road because you own a home, you have appreciation, you have better credit, you have those different things that add up in your favor. MyFree8K.com is really education. It's education and it's opportunity. You see, the education process, for 2 hours I'm going to teach a seminar and show you in your marketplace what's happening that you should be aware of in deciding to buy a home. I'm also going to educate you in the process of buying a home. There's a lot that goes into it. As you look at it, say you go online and you get the manual, you register for the survey report, whatever how we set it up, you register for the workbook online. In that workbook is going to be a flow chart of the processes. There's about 20 of them. It's a long process to buy a house. It's not hard, it's not arduous, it's not impossible to do. It's just there's a lot of steps. It's a big decision. There's a lot of different people who have their fingers in the pie. And I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to also at the same time introduce you to some of the people in that city, in San Antonio to begin with, and to introduce you to some of the people in the city who I know are great at what they do, who I know can get you through that process easily. The last thing you want to do right now in 2009. 2010, use a newbie. All right, 2010, use somebody who's just getting into the market. That's great. I'm a big fan of supporting newbies because we all got to get our start somewhere. However, right now in 2009, because this window for the $8,000 rebate is so small, because it's such a short opportunity, you want to use the best. And that's what I brought together at myfree8k.com. Is in every city we're going to be in, we're going to bring together the best agents, the best mortgage loan officers, the best home inspectors, the best title companies. We're going to bring together the best, and we're going to act as a central brain between them, helping them communicate back and forth so that nothing gets lost in translation, so that nobody's missing a document they need to move your process ahead and get you closed on time. See, right now is the time. The average house takes about 45 days to close. From the time you fall in love to the time you can move in, it's about 45 days. And right now, the summer months we're entering into, you get the best selection and the best opportunity you're going to have all year long. You also have the most competition, though. So we've got to get on this and get on it fast. If you can't move right now, that's okay. We have ways to get around situations. We have solutions that may work in your situation. It's possible. Nothing's guaranteed, and everything is possible. So with our professionals, the people who we're going to be working with, and with myfree8k.com, we've been through all this before. We know what the answers are. We know how to get over hurdles that will come up in every instance. There's always going to be at least some hiccups along the way. We know what the answers are. We can plan for them in advance, and when they come up, we can handle them quickly. My big purpose in this, I'm not going to make any money off of you doing business with myfree8k.com. I'll make nothing. However, what I will make is a long-term relationship with you. What I'm looking for is a long-term relationship with lots of people who look to me as somebody who has helped them make wise financial decisions in the past, somebody who's helped them grow a base of wealth, and somebody who they can trust, so that in the future, when I have something to bring to market, when I have something to offer or to sell, you at least will give it a moment's pause and say, hey, look, this guy, Michael Lockridge, he took care of me before, and this new company he's in right now and has this great offering, I'm at least going to look into it and be more likely to do business with him because I've done business in the past and it worked out so well in my favor. And to show thank you right now, what's in it for you is not only the education and the access to the best professionals in town, some of whom I'm going to pay their fee up front for you to work with them. Also, after you close, I will pay my CPA up to 2 hours of their time to sit down with you, to review your last 2 years worth of taxes, to file amendments if necessary. What you're going to find is that in some cases, you're entitled to deductions and to rebates you didn't even know about. And so I'm going to pay a CPA up to 2 hours of their time to look into that, to research it for you, and to refile if necessary, both your old returns and the paperwork to get your $8,000 check from the government for closing on your first house. So it's very plausible that you'll not only walk out with the $8,000 first-time homebuyer tax credit, you'll also walk out with several thousand extra dollars, several thousand extra dollars in rebates you didn't even know you could get. But the CPAs do know, and that's why they're there. And they're hoping to establish a long-term relationship with you as well. So when they start to show you, hey, you have this deduction, this deduction, this deduction, you begin planning better for your future and go back to them next time. And everybody's going to ultimately win here. In addition to that, I've set up special opportunities with different vendors in your area. In San Antonio, I've got a TV guy, I've got a baby clothes guy, I've got furniture people, I've got people in all different kinds of categories who, depending upon your interest and your situation, after you close, I'm not going to share the list, I'm not going to give them your contact information. However, I will send out to you special offers and incentives from them. So not only are you getting massive tax-free cash, you're going to get special coupons, special bonuses, and all kinds of benefits for doing business with myfree8k.com. And also, when you register for the event, you also are registering for a free vacation certificate to get you some great travel opportunities as well with your family and your friends. Now is absolutely the time to start. Because of the length of time it takes to actually close on a house, because of the season that we're in, summer is the busiest season. You have the best selection and you also have the most competition. Right now is when you need to get looking. Even if you can't move for a couple more months, you want to start the process right now. It may be that by starting it right now, even though your lease is up in October, because you start today, you apply for your mortgage today, your more loan officers that we have can look over your financial situation and perhaps even advise you on how to tweak it here and there so that you can even get a better rate in a few months than you could get today while you lock in today's rate just in case they go up. I mean, the rates are awesome right now. You need to get them locked in. You need to take action right now. Otherwise, you may start missing some wonderful opportunities. The programs start in San Antonio, Texas in May 2009. Assuming San Antonio responds and says, yes, I want to be responsible, yes, I want to make an extra $8,000 or more this year, then very quickly we're going to start rolling it out nationwide. It starts in San Antonio. The event will be on May 30th. And so register today to find out the exact location and to let us know you're coming. So that as this grows, if we have to move locations to accommodate more people, we can make sure and stay in touch with you and start getting you the right information to move you along.